By the power vested in me, I hereby constitute this assembly as a legal congregation of the University of Pretoria. During this assembly, degrees with all the associated rights and privileges will be conferred on the candidates whose names appear on the program. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements of our students. Thank you very much. Thank you. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, one of the duties of the Chancellor of the University is to officiate at graduation ceremonies. That is, of course, the most inspiring and uplifting role. Twice a year, in the autumn and spring, the University of Pretoria celebrates the success of our students at a series of graduation ceremonies. I'm delighted to welcome you to this morning's ceremony, where we are celebrating the achievements of students of our Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences. A warm welcome to all the parents, families, and friends of our diplomates and graduates. We are honored to also have in our midst the Dean of the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, Professor Jean Lubuma, Deputy Dean, Professor Eddie Webb, and Mariki Potgieter, heads of departments, professors, and staff of the faculty of the university, Professor K.H. Jordan, President of the South African Mathematical Society, the representative of the Student Representative Council will present the SRC Academic Honorary Colors. Welcome to the University Sports Campus, home to record-breaking athletes and winning sports teams. We are especially proud to be the 2018 Varsity Cricket and Varsity Athletics champions. We are also proud this week that University of Pretoria student Tajana Schoenemaka won the women's 100-meter breaststroke at the Commonwealth Games on Australia's Gold Coast, in addition to the 200-meter breaststroke on Saturday. Akani Simbine and Horencho Branches also from the Turkish Athletic Club on Monday afternoon during the 100 meters athletics final of the Games, raced to win the gold and silver medals respectively. Very remarkable indeed. I'm sure even the scientists and agriculturists would be impressed by that. Let's give them a round of applause. By the time the last University of Pretoria student graduating during the 2018 autumn graduations is kept at a ceremony to be held on 8th May, we will have a total of 32 autumn graduation ceremonies, during which we'll have conferred more than 11,423 degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Among them, 202 doctorates and 1,389 master's degrees. At this morning's proceedings, 15 students will receive MAs, master's degrees, and it is especially pleasing that 4 doctoral degrees are being conferred. I'm also proud to announce that the university has improved its global position significantly in the 4 of the 5 broad subject areas in the latest U.S. World University Rankings by Subject report published in February 2018. Overall, University of Pretoria is ranked in the 500 to 550 rank range. With around 26,000 universities globally, this puts University of Pretoria at the top 2% of universities worldwide. The broad area of life sciences and medicine also saw improvement from position 383 in 2017 to 348 this year. The broad subject areas are made up of 42 subjects, and University of Pretoria is listed among the top 500 universities globally for the following 15 subjects: theology, divinity, and religious studies, top 100, agriculture and forestry in the top 150, and in the top 200 universities for law, archaeology, and architecture. The U.S. World University Rankings rank the top tertiary institutions around the world against several indicators, including academic reputation, employer reputation, number of citations per faculty, student-faculty ratios, international faculty, and international students. This allows the quality of universities to be compared and ranked against the peers. In addition to scoring and ranking universities on their overall results, US also publishes separate subject rankings. The improved ranking of University of Pretoria shows that we see ourselves as a key player in our nation's economic growth and social development, exerting influence through 3 major pathways: teaching, research, and engagement with and service to society. Our Faculty of Natural and Cultural Sciences contributes substantially to the building of research and teaching capacity in South Africa. Your presence here today shows that the faculty produces highly skilled graduates. The faculty generates new scientific knowledge through our research publications. It is managed according to a decentralized model and presents a variety of study programs. All study programs are designed to produce problem-solving individuals who can easily adapt to changing circumstances and take the lead in their fields of specialization. The qualifications you are awarded today are world-class and provide access to many career opportunities for dynamic and creative people. The faculty also has world-renowned institutes and centers. Research groups with excellent research facilities are formed in various study fields. The faculty rates among the best science faculties in the country. A significant number of our scientists are recognized internationally and as a result are acknowledged by the National Research Foundation as researchers of high standing and in some cases as world leaders in their fields. This ensures that our postgraduate students participate in research teams that can compete with the best in the world. Graduates, your presence here today provides all the proof you need to show that you have met the highest standards of quality and excellence, which are the hallmark of a qualification from the University of Pretoria. I am pleased to inform you that today is the time to celebrate your success with those that supported you along your journey and bask in the pride of your accomplishment. We trust that during the time that you have spent at the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, and despite the hard work and commitment required to achieve success, you have accumulated happy memories, have formed friendships and networks that will last a lifetime, and have acquired values and work ethic that will serve you well in your future. With a qualification from the University of Pretoria, we know that you are well positioned to realize your career goals, whatever they may be. May I conclude by congratulating each and every one of you on your achievements and request all in attendance, parents and friends, to give you a big round of applause. I now request the Dean and supervisors to introduce to me the candidates present whose names appear in the program.
Mr. Chancellor, the supervisors will now introduce the doctoral candidates.
Mr. Chancellor, I introduce to you Tadela Akeba Diriba, who has complied with the requirement for the degree of philosophy a doctor, with a thesis titled Analysis of Extreme Climate Event in South Africa, prepared under my supervision and with Professor Abubakar Hassan and Dr. Joel Botai as co-supervisor. In his thesis, Analysis of Extreme Climate Events in South Africa, the promovendus investigated extreme value modeling so that the extreme weather event for selected weather stations in South Africa are statistically characterized. The focus was on the investigation of useful statistical procedures for modeling extremes of weather variable using both frequent and Bayesian approaches. Advances in computational approaches require the development of computationally feasible methods that can adequately model the more complicated nature of extreme data. The study offers methods to investigate dependence in the data series for extreme value distributions. Two dependence situations, namely temporal dependence and dependence between weather stations, were considered. Various convincing approaches of circumventing the problem of temporal dependence were utilized extensively. A significant contribution in this study is the formulation of informative priors based on historical data of surrounding weather stations in terms of extreme quantiles. The findings based on informative priors resulted in greater precision for the parameters and return level estimates of extreme value distributions as compared to those that were obtained using non-informative priors and the frequentist approach. Mr. Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
Congratulations. I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all associated rights and privileges on Tadele Akeba Diriba. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, I introduce to you Johannes Theodorus Ferreira, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Philosophy Doctor with a thesis titled Advances in Statistical Distribution Theory inspired by Communication Systems, prepared under my supervision. In his thesis, Advances in Statistical Distribution Theory inspired by Communication Systems, the promovendus contributes to statistical distribution theory by developing bivariate and matrix-variate distributions with their origins in the complex elliptical class. By proposing the underlying distribution to be from the complex elliptical class, allows the practitioner to assume alternative underlying distributions to alleviate the restriction of normality. The building blocks of the contributions in this thesis are systematically described and motivated. The proposal of the complex elliptical class within the communication systems domain paves the way for future innovation and research to be able to consider alternative fading models and their related engineering tools under an assumption other than that of the normality. Key performance metrics were investigated and comparatively explored between members of the complex elliptical class. Mr. Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on Johannes Theodoros Ferreira with all associated rights and privileges. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Abi Sharif Khalil, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Philosophiae Doctor with a thesis entitled Properties of a Class of Generalized Freud Polynomials, prepared under my supervision and with Dr. Alta Jooste as co-supervisor. In his thesis, the promovendus investigated properties of polynomials that are orthogonal with respect to a semi-classical generalized Freud weight. The coefficients in the three-term recurrence relation defining the generalized Freud polynomials not only satisfy a discrete Pain-Levé equation, but also a Pain-Levé differential equation. The promovendus showed that the recurrence coefficients in the three-term recurrence relation associated with the generalized Freud weight can be expressed in terms of Wronskians of parabolic cylinder functions that appear in the description of special function solutions of the fourth Pain-Levé equation. This allowed the investigation of generalized Freud polynomials, providing an explicit formulation for the polynomials in terms of the recurrence coefficients, a differential difference equation, and a second-order linear ordinary differential equation satisfied by the polynomials, and an asymptotic expansion for the recurrence coefficients. His results improve, generalize, unify, and complement various classical as well as recent results in the literature. The work also illustrates the increasing significance of Pain-Levé equations in the field of orthogonal polynomials and has been cited in a recent book on this topic. Mr. Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on Abi Sharif Khalil with all associated rights and privileges. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, I introduce to you Belinda Stapelberg, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Philosophiae Doctor with a thesis titled Convergence Analysis of Finite Element Approximations of Solutions of Hyperbolic Equations, prepared under my supervision. In her thesis, the promovenda investigated the existence of solutions and convergence of approximations. The study is of practical interest since second-order hyperbolic-type problems model vibration of elastic structure. A significant part of the thesis deals with applications. The variational approach to existence theory is extended to the case where the elastic energy bilinear form is not symmetric. This result is applied to a vertical slender structure modeled as a beam. Semigroup theory is used to obtain the results. One advantage highlighted in the thesis is that the necessary conditions for existence are derived. In the thesis, the finite element theory is extended to the general problem with damping. Model problems in applications can be treated as special cases. It is known that the mixed finite element method can be used to overcome locking in some problems, and improved error estimates are possible. A contribution here is to explain improved results in terms of the algorithms. In this thesis, notable advances have been made in both existence theory and finite element theory for second-order hyperbolic-type problems. Mr. Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on Belinda Stapelberg with all associated rights and privileges.
Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Master of Science. In Financial Engineering, Innocent Mbona. Reshan Sivnarani. In Applied Statistics, Christine Kramwinkel. In Applied Mathematics, Chibale Mumba. Tanya Smith. In Mathematical Statistics, Marian Del Porto with distinction. Andres Awood. Clemens Quinje. Odi Matemane. Estienne Rademeyer. Hailey Reynolds with distinction. Brett Ronald with distinction. This candidate has received the Statomet's Prize for the most exceptional student in the master program in the Department of Statistics. Prenil Siemohan. Amelia van Schalsbeek with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science Honours. In Actuarial Science, Daniel Anderson. Minkenso Baloi. Kyle Benkenstein. Andra Bester. Jessica Lee Baum. Shivar Shuturgun. Micaela de Freitas. Kevin de Cocker. Annie Fang. Micaela Fife. Marike Kampfer. Marco Labuscagni. Jakubos Lotz. Boichoko Maisela. Edith Mashaba. Paul Menge. Bavika Mistry. Maslate Moganedi. Maropeng Molepo. Shingirai Muchenje. Damon Monday. This candidate has received the Discovery Holding Award for the Best Honors Research Project for the degree BSc Honors in Actuarial Science. Onesmus Nyakumbi. Mfundo Nyati. Kendil Renzulli. Givan Sital. Tarin Shepat. This candidate has also received the Momentum Group Prize for the Best Student in Life Insurance 700 and the PPS Prize for the Most Promising Graduate for the degree BSc Honors in Actuarial Sciences. Mankoba Sibisi. Nkobile Sibia. Shannon Stoltz. Zilia Swart. Jacques Tredu. Arsham Valab. Tristan Fenter. Christine Verhoef. Magdalena Felhoun. She has also received the Outsurance Prize for the Best Performance in Actuarial Communication IAS 722. Keegan Fisser. David Voluter. In financial engineering, Connie Bloom. Alan Kosa. Siabonga Ngubane. Mano Kaneng Ledwaba. Colin Shlongo. Kineta Traven. Zefi Villanulos. In applied mathematics, Komoso Mogoti. Constance Tikane. Boitumelo Mashlobo. Lindo Kukle Ntsibi. In mathematics of finance, Leklo Onolo Mashaba. In mathematical statistics, Lesedi Machekla. Unati Oliphant. Shin Yan Chen. Vincent Dixie. Nkaba Duma. Catherine Alsey. Michaela Ledlow with distinction. Sheyeza Mabuza. Temba Masilela. Resego Machego. Quinton Nkondo. Shida Segura. Mandimecha Setoza. Gerald Smith with distinction. Esther Stwop with distinction. Nozibosiso Tembe. Chidiso Tebe. Renat Tide with distinction. This candidate has also received the Statomet Prize for the best performance in statistics on honors level. Jacobus van den Berg with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science. François Lemem. In Actuarial and Financial Mathematics, Julia Alsemechitz. Anemi Baden-Ors. Adam Balusik with distinction. Zane Becker with distinction. This candidate has received also the Prudential Portfolio Manager Unit Trust Prize for the best student in Actuarial Mathematics 705. The Statomet Prize for the best students in mathematical statistics at 300 level. The award of, that one we will talk about it later. Let me just skip that. The Outsurance Prize for the best student in the degree BSc Actuarial and Financial Mathematics. The FNB Prize for the best performance in actuarial model. IAS 382 and WST 312, and then the subject A202. Michael Bennett. Nikira Bola. Tanus Bott. Aldo Brits with distinction. Tawanda Shavingira. Byron Shikwanda. Yusuf Shinyengetere. Carla Kotzi with distinction. The candidate has also received the Discovery Holding Award for the best academic progress during undergraduate studies toward the degree BSc Actuarial and Financial Mathematics. Zander Cronier. Chelsea Krause. Alexandra Dabik with distinction. Ziayan Dai. Nadir Dawood. Nikita De Franca with distinction. Niklas Duprey. Kai Ezra. Larise Faber. Megan Fault. Patricio Francisco. Panache Gotora. Shaine Gavanda. Juan Grunewald. Wisdom Shlongwane. Amina Hossein Mia. Philip Imelman. Warren Janish. Ntokozo Jele. Teshane Jugdahu with distinction. Kewajile Kadiege. Alfina Khaladi. Itumeleng Hobane. Mankoba Koza. Rene Kirsten. Daniel Colver. Khabo Kubiana. Tembinkosi Kunene. Juan Landsberg. Lisa Langerfeld. Catlejo Lebese. Shlompo Lekaka. Lucky Lekena. Colette Leroux. Bradley Lund. Etumeleng Mashlase. Nonjabulo Malaza. Zulani Mampiswana. Michelle Mangoma. Robin Markram. Gavin Marsh. Vuyelwa Matiwane. Silindokukle Mayepu. Siyatokoza Mbata. Andrew Makeb. Salomi Miller. Mosaic Nkombo. Makube Morolo. Vasili Muntsuris. Tebatso Mpati. Amanda Ntimkulu. Gils Muchenu. Jar Muller. Kathleen Murray. Nigel Mutero. Prishan Naidu. Landi Nudia. Adrian Nell with distinction. Elian Nell. Pumuzo Netituni. Temba Ngobeni. Tulani Ngonyama. I forgot. It should come back here. It should come back here. You forgot the more important one. Sharday Nigrini. Oteng Kumize. Tokozane Nchingila. Promise Ntuli. John Nyachambe. Natalie Nyoni. Aleta Ober-Olser. Joseph O'Calap. Kiara O'Connell with distinction. Okpuma Pemu. Bernadette Pieterse. Renel Pillay. Ruben Pillay. Tumelo Ramadua. Jenna Riedes. Henry Rothman. Karsten Roux. Izan Shonken with distinction. She has received the Discovery Holding Prize for the Best Student in Insurance and Actuarial Application IAS 361. Johannes Sehabi. Nonkebo Shezi. Sipokazi Sikozana. Kulekani Sindana. Stian Smith with distinction. Suhai Solim. Jean-Pierre Stander. Joseph Stein. Allington Tisharwa. Fulufelo Situtu. Robin van Basten with distinction. Jan-Pierre van der Merwe. Chelsea van Heerden. Daniel van Veek. Reese Fenter. In applied mathematics, Chelsea Bright with distinction. Brian de Klerk. Julienza de Villiers. Rudy DeToy with distinction. Nduduzo Majozi. Sibusiso Nkize. Kahiso Mpia. Fanny Nyandu. Leshlohonolo Ramatsetse. Brendan Reynolds. Susan Leigh Tolley. In mathematics, Vittorio Del Persio. Anand Maidman with distinction. She received also the Dewalt Arting Book Prize for the best third-year students in mathematics. Roselle Manser. Molwantwa Ramagapola. Segofatso Seclapelo. Malibongwe Skosana. In mathematical statistics, Lesedi Dube. Zihong Feng. Enoch Magagula. Yonela Mayekiso. Kwanele Nkumalo. Kiran Prinsloo. Sense Rapetoa. Keleto Simone. Tristan Vrek. I will wait for you to go.
I now request the Dean to introduce to me the candidate for the presentation of the award of the Vice Chancellor and Principal in the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Mr. Zen Becker for the presentation of the award of the Vice Chancellor and Principal. Zen Becker complied with all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Actuarial and Financial Mathematics degree on the 30th of November last year, and the degree was conferred on him today with distinction. He distinguished himself during 2017 as the overall top achiever in the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences. Mr. Chancellor, I request you to present the candidate with the award of the Vice Chancellor and Principal.
I hereby present Zane Becker with the award of the Vice Chancellor and Principal. Congratulations. Well, we are coming to the end. May we once more give a big round of applause to our graduates. Can we give them a warm round? May the graduates do the same. Give a big round of applause to their parents, relatives, and friends. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the proceedings. Before we close, I wish to invite all present for refreshments afterwards in front of this hall. You are requested to stand for the singing of the national anthem and to remain standing until the assembly has been dissolved and the academic procession has left the auditorium. By the powers vested in me, I hereby dissolve this assembly of the University of Pretoria. Thank you.
Gambia!